I say little like it's not gonna be 2 hours long. But good morning to everybody. Um, Hope everybody, had a good night's sleep. I hope everyone had, a good night last night. To be honest, I didn't as much last night. I guess because I was so, I was just really,
Yo,
tired. Well, not tired, but I was really, I was really reminiscent about a couple things last night, and I had, I know I thought about a couple. I know I just thought about a couple of things. Let's see where I'm going here. I know I thought about a couple of things last night. And, I was around like one. I had, I was, I was on the verge of going to sleep. I was like really tired. You know what I mean? And I wound up forcing myself up and waking up, and only to wind up trying to go back to sleep. Um, it. Let me catch up to speed here because I'm kind of slow. I'm kind of So it became apparent to me that things do bother me, and some things do bother me that I don't really ever really talk about. You know, so you talk about them.
All right.
You know what I mean? You talk about them, man. You try to get it off your chest. And one thing that I should talk about is, I guess let's start here. I know as a big man, as a big black man, I a lot of standards are going to be held to my name. You know what I mean? There's going to be a lot of things I gotta do over and keep redoing because
At the end of the day, nothing
I'm
beats a bit of...
expected I'm expected to fail so many times as a black man. And the worst part that you can do to to make those nightmares become accurate is
You calling for some wheels?
do
I'm
the
Johnny on the
opposite
spot.
of what you should be doing.
I'll bring it by. I'll get back to it
Granted,
then.
granted, when you tell the truth about it's someone else's fault for your downfall, you know, the world won't ever really ever listen. You know what I mean? They're gonna say okay, they're gonna say, oh well, this is what you do, but in reality, it's you still be going through the same pain that you were going through. You know what I mean? And when you go through that same pain and it goes on for so long, you lose yourself. You just lose yourself. Try to get over it and try to stop thinking about it. It's just, and you know what I'm saying? Waiting so long for a dream to come true. You know what I mean? So ever since 8th grade, or should I say, in 8th grade I started playing football. In ninth grade I started ninth grade. The ending of my ninth grade, I had developed a passion for football, and that led to a lot of openings, scholarship. There's a lot that led to learning about scholarship, about college, about the National Football League, about the you know what I mean. Then came the Canadian Football League. Then years to come, here comes the XFL. You know what I mean? The AAF. All these crazy leagues that we could be a part of. Some died and some didn't. You know what I mean? And some never do. It's like every year I'm constantly reminded of a big failure in my life because every year in April, Thursday is my birthday. It's gonna be 23. Every year in April, the NFL draft starts, and you know what I'm saying. It ties on along with the day of the day of my birth, and the actual draft starts Thursday. It's like the worst words I ever got told to me that hurt me to a point of beyond recognition was, I really thought you was gonna be there. You know, those words hurt more than anything. I mean, because mainly it's from the person it came from. You know what I mean? Not no friend, not no associate, not no teammate. No, it's family. You know what I mean? Never in my life that I thought I'd hear those words come out of my father's mouth. I still just remember sitting there on the sofa with him and just watching the preseason of I forgot what year it was. He was like, "Yeah, I really thought you was gonna be up there." When I tell you it hurt me so bad, dog, it did. It hurt my heart. Like, I ain't gonna lie, because I knew I was supposed to be up there. I knew I was good, and nothing's guaranteed, you know what I mean? You know, when you watch superheroes,
Okay.
when you watch superheroes on television when you're a kid, you you get used to them talking about, as long as you work hard, you achieve your dreams, you know what I mean? You know? And then a lot of people, you could barely, nowadays, you can't even say work hard for what they get. You know what I mean? The football players, of course, they physically work hard. But the the rest of these clowns, they do the dumbest things, and next thing you know, they're famous because they did it. I mean, but me and him just different altogether. You know what I mean? I'm the rarest type of breed in a sort of way that you never expect. You never expect me to get on here and talk about the way I feel. Because to a lot of y'all, a lot of y'all that seen me in person and that know me, I'm just a 6'6" giant. You know what I mean? But in reality, I'm smart. I know the way things work, and how people work now. Because I've lived it. I lived through it. And you can almost say I'm rotting in it. My biggest failure in this whole situation was letting these people take advantage of me. Take advantage of my name, use it as their own personal power up. And not seeing the difference between the truth and what they wanted to hear. Everybody, man, coaches before at these community college. I hate the state of Mississippi. I hate the state of Mississippi so much. I do. It's just the worst state I've been to, and of any state I've been to. You know what I'm saying? Black people are controlled. White people are the rules in that state, and it's the racist people. You feel me? Dudes don't have no damn self control out there. Everybody was so worried about smoking on weed. I was the only person in that entire football dorm that didn't smoke weed or didn't. It was that snobby stuff. You know what I'm saying? When you go to study hall, you know what I'm saying? Instead of gaining knowledge, we used to, they tell us use the computer to cheat. Yeah, we're gonna do it because we want to get over it. We want to go chill. You know what I'm saying? We want to play video games. Have the little bit of time we have when it's come to college. Because you don't get much time to do that stuff, especially when you're doing football. I failed, and when I think about that failure, it just keeps reliving itself. I legitimately can't go to sleep because I start having nightmares, and I start to sweat, and I start to feel really uncomfortable. You know what I mean? And it's just, I don't be wanting no one to feel sorry for me. Hell no. It's not me. You can if you want to, but don't show me any sympathy. Just keep it to yourself. I don't need people's sympathy right now. You know what I mean? I have someone who's been blunt with me. Everyone's been blunt with me. You know what I mean? Everyone. You start telling yourself the truth, they say. The truth is the people that I think about from the past that piss me off is living their lives. And I'm sitting here reminiscing. That's the truth. Plain and simple. I think I've heard that so many times, you know what I mean? I never imagined I'd be the one in the back seat. You feel me? Because like I said in other videos, I was just, I never expected to be this guy who was just so nice to people and so genuine with other people, and didn't really. Wouldn't hurt anybody. You know what I mean? This is a person who's all out, just nice, just get betrayed, abandoned, and alone in certain circumstances. You know what I mean? Yeah, everybody can tell the truth about something, but in reality, you think anybody would lift a finger to help? You know what I mean? Hell no. I've been told it all. I've been told I embarrassed such and such in front of these white people. I've been told that you're not going to do this, you're not going to do that. You'll never be this. You ain't going to ever be nothing. From coaches, from teammates. You feel me? Been told it all. Been told all that crap. Not once did I say I'll give up. You know what I mean? And henceforth, you still get the question of, why are they doing so good, and why am I not?
Posters are
you know what I mean? Is it that I've already given up and I just haven't thought about it that way? Has my mind had enough? Cause my mental has had enough. It's had enough. I've had enough 6 years of just inches of me just fading away, constantly being reminded of what I should have done. The only thing someone, the only thing they cared about was my football career. That's the only thing. They didn't give a damn about how it felt to be in the play. They didn't care about my mental state. They didn't care about none of that crap. All they cared about was what was Kendell going to do? How monstrous he can be on the video game. I mean, how monstrous he could be on the football field. You know, I went to Cole Powell Lincoln Community College, and I got on the field. I got on the spring field after a year of healing. My ankle still wasn't ready to go out there. It still wasn't ready. You know, even my IT it still tweaked itself. It still hurt. And as I was, you know, on the verge of losing the weight I've gained, I noticed that my body had a relapse. You know what I mean? Not that I couldn't regain the strength that I had. It's just now I'm putting so much. My body isn't healing right. I couldn't take care of my body how I wanted to. You know, my mind was already torn apart. My heart was the only thing that was giving 110%. You know,
Luxury limos are available to
my heart is the only thing that gave 110%. My body was still torn, wasn't ready. My mind was in two separate states. You know what I mean? Got there on the field and just got embarrassed because I couldn't focus. I didn't want to be there. I didn't like it. I didn't care for it. You feel me? Because I knew the people around me didn't care for me. You feel me? It was as though that if I'm not great at football, I was absolutely nothing. That's what it was. And even if I was at my best, they would still say that I was nothing, because they didn't want me to get ahead of them. And anything I do, and if people have good eyes and if they're smart, no matter what I do, there will always be someone, a group or some people. Notice in my life, it's always a group after me. You feel me? There will always be a group of people or more people to never want to see you fail. You know, and granted, from my perspective of it, I never cared for it. You know what I'm saying? I never really cared for the people who wanted to see you fail, because it was my job to prove myself right, not prove them wrong. You know what I mean? Because they never mattered. You know? But then you think about it, and nowadays you just tell yourself that. You know, it doesn't matter what they think. Well, when you think about it in reality, and everything you do, whether it's from any job, anything, it's always what they think about you. That's why we go to interviews. That's why we fill out applications, because these people who are in charge are there to judge you. You feel me? And the worst part about it all is that you don't know what they think. You don't know how they think about you. You know, you only know what they say, and what they say may not be the truth. No matter how professional they try to act, You know what I'm saying? No matter if they got the same skin color as you.
Hey,
You know, no
talk
matter
about
if
perfect
they
timing.
know
Eh? I
they
said
your
I could get a
family, your
celebrity
friends,
here,
you know them
and
for a
Jimmy
while.
Boston.
No matter about all of any of that stuff.
Them's just some fine wheels right there.
People aren't truthful with anything. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, you know, I was always the in high school I was always the bottom feeder. I was never this popular kid. You know what I mean? I played football and that's what people knew me for. You know, rare as people started, like me, and I started to get an abundance of girlfriends and stuff like that, but all that stuff, it always caused drama. You feel me? One thing, because there will never, no one ever bothered to sit down and said, Kendell, are you alright? You know? And you ask, and you say, and you think, you wonder why I'm so messed up in the head now. You feel me? People ask, why you act like you do? Why you say the things you say? Why you too mature? You act like a parent, or all the other stuff, because I'm living a nightmare right now. You feel me? Well, most people ain't gonna complain about it, they're gonna do something about it. Well, in my case, for the occupation I wanna do, doing something about it just ain't enough for these people. You feel me? I have to force my way into this. But then again, even if you get there, if your mental state ain't right, I can still mess up. I can still do bad. I can still hurt myself. You know what I mean? And y'all know what type of hurt I mean. Not the football hurt, the workout hurt. You know, the other type of hurt. Which I'm not gonna say because YouTube has been a bit overzealous lately.
When I get the Epsilon lawyers on this, I will sue the entire LSPD. Oh, thank Grant. Did Chris Lamage send you? Who's the cops? I can't lose the sneaker endorsement deal.
No, I tell people the truth about things, so they won't get in the same trouble or the same mess that I was.
How can I help? Can't handle the heat, my friend?
That I was
Okay,
in, you know?
leave it with creepy Uncle Lester.
Oh, thank Grant.
Like, I don't want to see any of our next kids fail in life. Yeah, they're gonna stumble.
Won't stop DMing me.
But if they fall to rock bottom, what more? You know what I'm saying?
I can't believe you can get arrested for
You
not
fall to
paying
rock
taxes.
bottom, your motivation is gone.
The Epsilon program. I've done my part.
You know what I'm saying? You can't do anything without
show.
needing a pep talk or, you know what I'm saying? And you try to pray about it, and it's just the nightmares just keep coming. You know?
Well, the bouncer Louise was really moody. I haven't been out in ages. I'm usually home memorizing my lines. I act a lot.
And sometimes, your tears just dry up.
Tonight, those dudes are incredible.
You don't feel remorse. You start to dislike people more and more. You know. I never used to hate people. I used to be a smiley guy, the person who really didn't give a damn what the next person said. You know what I mean? Because I had the strength to move forward. You know, I was I was fine with just not knowing the world as it was. You know, I was fine living in this little cocoon. You know, I was fine with it because at least I didn't have to know. You know what I mean? Now I have to scoop up what's little left of me and utilize it. You know, and there's not very much of me left. You know, it's hard. It's beginning to be harder and harder for me every day to trust another human being. I don't like feeling that way at all
I'm
because
ready to
it's
get my
genuinely
drink on. Let's do
it's
this.
genuinely not me. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Actually,
I really appreciate the whole thing with the cops. Keep it on the DL, huh?
naturally, I'd be you know, I this last couple of days I've been really excited for my birthday, and of course until it takes one little bitty thing to set the switch off, you know, and that's that stupid that you know that draft thing really got to me because
Hey, boss.
I knew instantly that it's another year
Eyes on main
that
entrance.
I'm not where I'm supposed to be. People
I
gonna
want to hear
say
everybody give it up. Give me
you're a
some whoop
bum.
whoop.
People gonna tell you a
It's the
bum.
one and
They're gonna
only
say
Jimmy
that
Boston on
you
the
since you're
floor.
broke, you're a bum. Since you don't have a car, you're a bum. You know what I'm saying? Since you wear the same pair of clothing
We
every day,
got
you're a
everything we need,
bum.
thank you. It's going to be a great
In
party.
reality, because they're not going through the same thing you're going through. You feel me? I stopped listening to that oh I stopped listening to that bull crap. Well, some everybody's going through something. You know what I mean? When people say that, I don't even listen anymore. Because obviously, even if people are going through something they're gonna take you lightly. They're gonna take you over the next. You feel me? So I rather people just stay out of it. Let me handle it. If I failed, then that's how it was meant to be. Of course, I'm gonna remember these little times right here where I will stream and I have zero people or zero likes. You know what I mean? I remember those times because if something like this does work out, I ain't gonna brag about the upcoming. I'm gonna reflect on how I started with nothing and then worked up to something. At this point, it's all I can do for myself at least. But that's most of all I wanted to really talk about today. At least this morning, you know. Uh, I know I'm out of it because I haven't slept tonight, but I'll try to get some sleep now. You know, so I hope everybody has like a, has a blessed day, and I hope that everyone, you know, gets what they want today. You know what I mean? Out of life, anyway. So until next time.